Alrighty, and with that, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, where I do a monthly channel update here for my channel here on Twitch TV, and I am your host, Andy. Welcome, as this is May 30th, 2018, basically the second to last day of May of 2018, as we are here with the June 2018 channel update. We got a few things to discuss here today. I got a few new updates regarding the channel, some stuff regarding the E3 Let's React streams that are going to be happening sometime soon here on the channel, in about 2 weeks, I would say. We got a bit of an announcement when it comes to Mario Kart Sundays regarding a specific little contest that we've been doing for the past couple of years, and we'll be talking about that here today. We also got our caster of the month for the month of June to announce as well today. We'll also have a Q&A session. We'll also have our schedule for the month of June, that is, when you can expect streams and all that stuff to be occurring. So, yeah, and we'll also be doing a nice little recap of the month of May. So, yeah, we have a lot to discuss here today. But before we get things going for this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, we're going to be doing our once a month kind of thing that we do, just for all of those people who are a subscriber to my Twitch channel. Every month you get a monthly shout out from my Monthly Beatdown Podcast for being a supporter of the channel. Just my way of saying thanks to being a sub here on the channel and whatnot. So yeah, we run down some names for those of you who have been a sub for the past month here, or months, but these are basically the people who were basically subs in the month of May. So let's go through it right here now. So thank you to Billy3802, 007565, aka Volano, Radidos, Super Mutant 2099, Apparition, Lemon Lizard, Co-Paylord, Trendwrecked, 5 Uberpone 2, the Mike Maverick AG, Captain Paladin LP, Kippy00, Edgehead011, Infinite, Dual Vision, FD907, Tampa Bay Boy 44, Takata, Knife Person 13, Rasher 24, and the Random Reject. So once again, thank you for those of you who were subbed for the past month. I do appreciate the support and all that stuff. And especially this month, we actually got a lot of gift subs, so I do appreciate everyone who did get the gift subs. And we actually had some raises when it came to a lot of people who subbed too. So like we got people who were in the default sub perk, and yeah, a couple people actually have raised their perks there, which is, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. You don't really need to do so if you can't afford it. Don't feel like you need to do so. Or even sub if you want to. Like I said, it's always an optional thing to do to be a sub. Like I said, you always get benefits for being a sub. You'll get emotes for the channel, and it's always easier around here on Twitch. You also get no ads on the stream. You get some benefits being in the Discord server. You also get a monthly shout out, and then some other things, some other goodies that always occur too, which will be happening pretty soon for my subs too. So stay tuned. At some point later this, maybe not this upcoming month, but maybe the month after, we'll have some stuff when in regards to the for subscribers and whatnot. So yeah, it should be awesome. So, but once again, thank you very much for being a sub for the month of May. I do appreciate that. So thank you very much. Alright, so moving on now, let's go to our first half of tonight's podcast, or this episode of the podcast, and that is going to be our month recap, basically just giving a nice little rundown what has happened here in the month of May. And it was a pretty busy month, probably one of the busier months we've had for quite a little while, since I have a little more open time when it comes to streaming and all that stuff. We have more events and all that stuff, and more streams happening on their normal days, I guess you could say. So yeah. So we'll quickly go over that right now. So to start things off, let's talk about what's been going on for Let's Play Nights, which is a thing I do every Fridays and Saturdays, sometimes Mondays when I can. Basically doing a live stream where I'm playing some brand games here on the channel, either them being new or old releases or whatnot. So yeah. And this month we actually finished up 2 playthroughs, and I've started 1 new one. And the first playthrough we finished up was our yearly Mario Party game, and that was Mario Party 6. We ended that playthrough with 7 nights, and we were able to play through every board on 50 turns once, and then 35 turns once, and then we did 1 mega finale where I played 3 AI on the hardest difficulty you can in this game, which was a new introduced difficulty, and that was brutal level AI. And I gotta say, for my experience for the first time kind of really playing through Mario Party 6, after playing Mario Party 5 last year, it was a little bit of a disappointment, in my opinion. I mean, not awful of a game, but just when you're playing with the AI, compared to the Mario Party 5 or past Mario Party games, this game was nowhere as good compared to Mario Party 5 when it came to AI. There were some pretty good board and new mechanics. It wasn't always just go up to a guy and pay 20 coins for a star. There was some different mechanics for all the boards here. You still had your normal Mario Party boards where you run around the board and try to get to the guy who's selling you the star and whatnot, but this one had some different, some unique takes on that. You had one board where basically you had to ride chain chomps to steal stars from everybody, because everybody starts the game off with, I think it was 10 stars? Yeah, I think everybody started with, yeah, I think it was 10 stars. It was either 5 or 10, I can't remember, but the only way you could actually gain stars was to actually steal them from other opponents with using a chain chomp, which you'd pay, depending on what time of the day it was, depending on how much it costed you there. And then the daytime, I think, was always going to be 20 coins, and then in the nighttime, you could roll for 1 dice for 10, 2 dice for 20, and I think 3 dice for 30, which I always waited for nighttime because that was probably the best time to strike. There was another board where basically it kind of worked like the Mario board in Mario Party 1, where everybody makes their way around the board, and then basically DK is there, and he basically gives you a star. Once somebody has visited DK, Bowser will show up and stay there until somebody visits them, unless you land on the happening space where it swaps it, basically. That one I thought was pretty cool. I like that idea. Just once again, AI was just kind of not really... I mean, this is probably the one board I would say the AI was a positive on. I think this is where they actually tried their best. Now, there was a board which basically breaks brutal level AI, and hell, just the AI in general, and it was called Fair Square. Basically, in this one, you basically go around the board, and the guy who's giving you the star is always in the same area of the map, but depending on the time of the day, will change how much the stars will cost. Every time in day, it'll always be 20 coins, but at nighttime, it could cost you 5 coins for a star, 10 coins, 20 coins, 30, 40, 50, something like that. And because the AI is not very smart when it comes to like that stuff, they tend to more grind for money more than going for stars. So basically you can just get enough money, win minigames, get coins from that, make your way around a circle when it's always like a low number of coins total for a star at nighttime, and you can just basically grind that and win all the time. I think on the last game, because the last game we've ever played, which was a 50 turn against brutal level AIs, I think I ended the game with about, gosh, I was almost close to like 50 stars or something like that. It was nuts. I mean, the AI didn't really care at one point, so I mean, it's kind of sad that some of these board mechanics, which are pretty cool, unfortunately the AI is not programmed very well when it comes to them, which is a bit of a letdown for me. I will say though that the day and night cycle is actually pretty cool. I kind of like the idea where the boards and minigames actually change depending on the time of day that is currently happening. So yeah, it's not just the boards, the minigames also change too, which is pretty cool. One minigame which makes it, you have to like jump up, I think it was paratroopers. You have to make your way upwards. Whoever can jump the highest basically wins. But in nighttime, it'll actually be, you have to fall down the fastest. Whoever gets down to the bottom first basically wins the minigame there, which is really cool. That's kind of cool. Mario Party 6 had some pretty unique stuff there, but unfortunately, just this time around, I feel like the AI was just not good enough for this one, and hopefully Mario Party 7 actually fixes that issue, because man, Mario Party 6 was not an awful game. It's no Mario Party 4 bad, but it was a little bit of an underwhelming game, especially after playing Mario Party 5. But hopefully Mario Party 7 can actually address some of the issues I have there. Oh, I should also mention some of the minigames were pretty good. Mario Party 6 has some really good minigames. Some of them that are not very good, especially if you're playing with AI or if you're teaming with an AI. The one where you have to draw the 2v2 games, oh man. A lot of the 2v2 games, man, they are just the worst to play when you have an AI teammate. My god. I mean, it's just the worst. It is, honest to god, the worst thing. None of the other Mario Party games ever did that when you're with 2v2s, but this game, for whatever reason, if you're doing very much better than your teammate will stop what they're doing they come where you are and try to ruin you, basically, or trying to sabotage you. Like, I don't understand why it's like that, but it's what it is, unfortunately. And so yeah, my entire playthrough of the Mario Party 6 is now available on my archive channel. You can also go to the collections up above there if you're on Twitch, and it's a nice little playlist there, and it's there for you. So yeah. I think also, that was just for that, yeah. Moving on here. Our next game that we finally completed that started back in February, and that was Persona 4 Golden. Yes, we finally came to an end on this game, and I have to say this was probably the playthrough of the year. Early candidate. I think it's going to be hard to beat personally. This ended up being such a fun playthrough. This was one of my most requested games for quite a long time. Whether it was this version of Persona 4, or if it was this version of Persona 4. I mean, I've had this version since God knows how long, but just never had. I was like, should I do this version or should I do the Vita version or the PSTV version? But I figured, you know what, I'd rather do the PSTV version because it's technically the definitive version of Persona 4 in general. So it took a long time to get to there. I mean, this game always showed up in a lot of polls in the past, like the Viewer's Choice polls and whatnot, but never ended up winning. But yeah, it all just came down basically just the finances and just when I could get myself a PlayStation TV. And I figured around this point that the time was right, and I ended up just finally picking up a PlayStation TV with a splitter, because yes, I needed a splitter in order to actually capture the feed, because apparently I guess you can't just put the HDMI cord into the PlayStation TV and then into your cap card, because apparently Sony just never actually updated where you can actually just plug that in right now, just because, yeah, there's specific settings on that. It doesn't allow you to do that. So, yeah, it was a bunch of things. I had to get the game first. I had to get the thing itself, the PlayStation TV that is, and then the splitter itself. So it took a lot of stuff to purchase in order to play that. So, but other than that, yeah, I had a great time with this game, and I'm glad that this game was very well received by a lot of the viewers. And I think a lot of my people there actually really said, "Hey, I am actually influenced to play some Persona now because of you." So I'm very happy to hear that, because I'm not the biggest like Persona guy. Like, if I was like a big fanboy of a series, it'd be like Kingdom Hearts or whatever. But I think Persona 4 Golden has actually converted me into being a fan. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, this playthrough was super fun. I'm glad this was my first Persona game. I'm glad that was the first one I dove into, because I've been always told it's the best one probably to get into the series with, because it's not too bad on difficulty, which it wasn't. I mean, at some points there were some pretty tough enemies, but at a specific point, once you get like specific characters in your party, and once you make like good personas and whatnot, I think it pretty much went pretty smooth sailing. I didn't really die too much when it came to this game, so. Though to be fair, I also was on normal, so I just wanted to experience the game which was probably like the best in between like difficulty. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Regardless, I mean, did I get to do everything I kind of wanted when it came to the game in general? Probably not. There were some characters I kind of wish I did finish doing their social links with, like Kanji and Ko, for example, and some characters I wished I could have gotten started with, but unfortunately that was on my. That's my fault when it comes to that, just because I decided to do some of the dungeons a few days later after they were opened up, I guess. And I guess the idea technically is to go in the first day, just because then you have more time to hang out with your social links and whatnot. So, but yeah. But there was a lot of things I'm glad I got to do. I got to finish the number of social links that I wanted to get done, which was great. I was able to get all my status maxed out, which is awesome. So all my my knowledge, my courage, my what was another one? Yeah, you get the point. Like basically stuff like that. I was able to get all that maxed out, which is great. I was able to finish the meatball challenge, which is awesome. Yeah, we also unlocked the exclusive dungeon for the golden fortune stuff, which is really good. So we got to go see that and all that. So yeah, yeah. Like I said, this was a very fun playthrough. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm glad everyone well received this playthrough, and it ended up in, like, because I always add like my playlists in a collection or like playlists on that when it comes to like my archive channel or here on Twitch. And the final time, our total time was 100 hours plus, basically. So that is crazy. So 100 plus hours with that. So it automatically became the longest playthrough here on the channel, which will probably get broken because I've been told this is one of the shorter modern Persona games. So if you ever get to 3 and 5, well, that's probably going to be broken at some point. So yeah. Now the next question probably is from a lot of people, when the hell will be your next Persona playthrough? I don't know yet, maybe in a year's time, but it most likely will be 3. I asked a lot of the chat what they would like to see more, and a lot of people did say they'd like to see 3 to be next, and I figured that's a good idea, just because I want to continue playing the Persona 4 story arc that's going on, because there's more games after this one. We got Persona 4 Arena, we also got the Persona Q, and we also got Persona 4 Dancing All Night, which that one I probably could just play whenever, basically, but the other 2 games, I need to play 3 first, because supposedly, I guess, the idea is there are some connections with the 3 story that's in that game too, and some of the characters, and no, not some of them, like most of the characters from 3 are in those games, so it's probably best if we do 3 first, and then we get to like some of the side stuff afterwards. Hopefully that is the right order, like I do Persona 4, and then 3, and then maybe Arena, and then Q, and then Dancing All Night, but I'm not too sure exactly, so yeah, but we'll see. Like I said, I don't know when exactly that may be, maybe in a year's time or so, but we'll see how I'm feeling when it comes to that, because yeah, because after looking at this game, like I said, this game started back in February, and we just ended it at the end of May here, so. And that was game number 140. We are currently only on, as of right now, game 143 and our last replay. So I'm trying to see if I can get to 150 by the end of the season. So it's going to be tough, but we'll see if we can muster it out, because that's the thing about Persona games. They take a lot of your time, so yeah. Like I said, same thing with the Mario Party playthrough. The Persona 4 Golden playthrough is available on my archive channel, which if you're watching this broadcast or this update on my YouTube channel, the link to the archive channel is down below. But if you're on Twitch, there's a collection at the top. There's a button that says collections, and there's a nice big playlist of it there, and a nice wonderful 16 parts. So yeah, and it's, like I said, it's probably an early candidate for a playthrough of the year. And then it became, I gotta say, after playing it, it became one of my probably top 3 favorite games ever created. So yeah, how much I really enjoyed that game. So yeah. And I'm looking forward to playing more down the line. And finally, last but not least, we have started our our game number 143 on the channel, and that game being Pikmin number 3. That's right, we finally started this up, our 3rd main installment of the Pikmin franchise. I guess technically, Hey Pikmin for the 3DS is also a main line game, but it's a little different compared to the other Pikmin games like this. So yeah, I've been holding on to this game since it's come out in 2013 or something like that, so it's been sitting on my shelf for quite some time, so I'm finally glad we're finally getting into this game. I don't really have too much to say about it just right now, just because we kind of just started this up, so yeah, so not really too much to say about Pikmin 3, but overall, so for early impressions, I actually kind of like it. The only thing that's a little bit of a thing that I gotta get used to is the controls, because it does feel a lot different compared to when you're playing Pikmin 1 and 2. That's just me personally. I might just be crazy, which I most likely am. But yeah, I actually really so far I have to say I like what I'm playing so far. I mean, we kind of got stuck early on just because I wasn't sure where to go and whatnot, but once we figured out and got told where to go, yeah, now I'm back on the right track now, so we should be smooth sailing for hopefully the rest of the game, but we might run into some like loss and confusion at points, but we'll see. But yeah, that's basically been Let's Play nights for this month. So yeah, we finished up 2 games for this month, and we started 1, so that's good. So hopefully next month we can actually get to playing a few more games for Let's Play nights, especially since I want to try to see if we can hit the game number 150 by the end of season number 7 or so. Alright, moving on. What else went on here in the channel? Well, we also had Late Night Beatdowns, which is my multiplayer session where I do multiplayer gaming with you guys, where you guys can vote for a game to get played, and I pick games to be played. And this month we had actually a lot of Late Night Beatdown sessions this month. We actually had, I think, a total of No, I think it was, supposedly it's going to be 3, but as of right now, we've only done 2, just because tomorrow is the last day of May, and it's a Thursday cast, but, so tomorrow will be the last cast for May, and it is a late night beatdown cast, so we'll have about 3 late night beatdown casts, so, yeah. This month we actually played through some Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the first time in what felt like forever, so I haven't actually played that since, multiplayer-wise, since it's come out, so yeah, it's been quite a while since I've last played that, just because after the single player, I kind of had some bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for, bad taste, I guess, so yeah, I haven't really had the just didn't really want to play it after the bad taste that the single player left in my mouth, but this was voted by the viewers, so I did play it for them, and I actually didn't mind it. I mean, we played the game when the new update came out, so where they got rid of all the microtransactions and all that. I mean, it was fun. I mean, it's Star Wars Battlefront. It's not as good as the older Battlefront games, but it is what it is. So we played that. And then we also did some Grand Theft Auto Online, which is the first time I played that in quite some time, too. And GTA is always fun, but it's not as popular like it once was here on the channel. Back in its early days here on the channel, it used to be super duper popular, and we play that all the time for late night beatdown. But it's kind of been hit or miss sometimes. So it's either we have people play it or we don't really have people to play it. And the only reason why it was played is because it was going to be played for a specific event earlier this month, but just because there was an update that I didn't realize that there was, unfortunately I was not able to actually play it, so that's the reason why we kind of played that for that, so, yeah. And then the next week after that, we had 2 more games. We had Cards Against Humanity, which made its triumphant return for Late Night Beatdowns, which was like the first time since like 2014 or so, since we last played that. It's been a long time since Cards Against Humanity was last played here on the channel, and I had a great time with that. I'm kind of glad that we finally brought that back. We definitely need to make some custom decks for the channel to be played here on Cards Against Humanity for Late Night Beatdowns, because if we can get some custom decks and whatnot, that'll make things even funnier, just to make for more inside jokes to be even better, in my opinion. Just like we can have cards like App's favorite waifu is blank, and then you put like something there or whatnot, or stuff like that, basically. It'd be kind of cool if we have stuff like that, for example. It'd be kind of fun. But right now we've only just been using the default cards, because we don't really have too much to really use when it comes to that. Because since the last time I played actually as well, they actually have changed a lot of the decks that you can use for that. So so that's interesting that they changed that. But to be fair, this was back in like 2014 when I last played. We're in 2018 now, so it's been about 4 years. So and then we also played for the first time ever Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, which is the first time I've ever played that, and it was actually gifted to me not too long ago, so I figured we'll play that. And we just went through the single player for our first cast, and we'll probably be going to be doing it again on our next one. So I mean, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm just trying to get back into playing it, especially with this game. This is a game I've been wanting to get for such a long time, and I appreciate the person that did gift me that game. I do appreciate that. Very, very fun. I mean, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a card game, and it's very fun. So I'm looking forward to playing more of that here on the channel for late nights for sure. And then we'll have our 3rd official Late Night Beatdowns cast as of this recording tomorrow, which will feature more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, and then you guys can vote for what game gets played for that. So if you have not done so yet, as of this recording, make sure to go to the site and vote for what you want to be played for your viewer's choice portion for the Late Night Beatdowns cast tomorrow. So make sure to go vote for that, as the polls do close at around 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern. So make sure to go vote for that. So that's basically what's been going down for Late Night Beatdowns. And then we've also gotten Mario Kart Sundays, which we've been playing Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So we've currently now sitting at week 172, or going to be sitting at week 172 of Mario Kart 8 Wii U pretty shortly here. This upcoming Sunday will be the 172nd edition of Mario Kart 8 Wii U, which, just a reminder that after week 180 of Mario Kart 8 Wii U, We will be dropping Mario Kart 8 Wii U entirely, just to make Mario Kart 8 Deluxe the default and permanent version of Mario Kart 8 that we will be playing here on the channel for Mario Kart Sundays. So, once again, just a reminder, it's after week 180, which is still weeks and weeks away still, so yeah. But after week 180, we'll be dropping the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8, just to keep this version of Mario Kart 8 to be a staple, so yeah, that's basically what's been going down here for Mario Kart Sundays. It's just the same old. And then we've also had the 7th annual birthday bash stream where I come on live here to stream for my birthday. This year being a day prior to my actual birthday, because my birthday actually landed on Monday, and we decided to stream on 12 hours for my birthday on the 6th of May, which was on a Sunday here, and we did a couple things here. The first half being a mystery game playthrough, which ended up being Doki Doki Literature Club. Yes, I actually finally got to get into Doki Doki Literature Club, and I think that was definitely the highlight when it came to the birthday bash this year. Very, very cool game, and very freaky game in fact too. I mean, that was the whole idea for the game, is to be a freaky game and whatnot. I've never saw stuff about it. I've only heard about this game through like YouTubers like the Game Grumps, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, stuff like that. And then I saw some stuff regarding about it on Twitch, which this game was in its prime basically. I mean, the game's still popular, but it's not as hyped up like it once was. When this game first came out, it was super duper hype, and I was a few months a little too late when it came to that. But yeah, I mean, very, very fun game, freaky as fuck. But I really enjoyed it, and it definitely was the highlight when it came to the birthday bash stream for sure. There was definitely some highlights that came out of this cast. Yeah, I had a great time with this, and a lot of people enjoyed my reaction when it came to that. You can actually check out that stream, that first part, on the archive channel, and it should be in my archives here on Twitch somewhere, in the video somewhere. So yeah, if you want to go check that out. It's about 6 hours long, so yeah, it's a bit of it's like one sitting of it too, so it's not a very long game. It's a free-to-play game too, so if you ever want to play it, it's free to play, so you can pick it up on Steam for free, or it's available on a site, which I guess apparently there was a point in the game, I should mention, where the game supposedly calls you by your real name, and I guess for some reason it doesn't actually do so if you download the Steam version, but if you download the game off of the actual website, supposedly it changes that stuff. So basically at that one point, if you know what I'm talking about, there's a point where Monica will actually like break the fourth wall and whatnot and say hi to the viewers, and says she knows that I'm recording and stuff like that, and then she'll know that my character name in-game is not actually my character name, but she'll start calling you by your actual name. So apparently I guess it was just a Steam thing, because for some reason she didn't know who I was or whatever, or what my real name was. I'm guessing it's because that was I was playing it through the game on Steam. So if I did play it through the actual on the website and download it off there, it probably would have worked a little better. So yeah, but that's good to know for future time. But yeah, very, very fun. And then we rewatched the best moments of the top 50 moments of season 6, which was always a blast to rewatch that again. And then we did some multiplayer gaming, which you guys voted for what games wanted to be played. The top voted for games are what was played. GTA, like I mentioned, was supposed to be played for this, but unfortunately, just because of a big update, it was not able to be played. But we did play some Cards Against, or not Cards Against Humanity, Jackbox Party Pack. We played some Fortnite. I believe there was also some Duck Game. I'm trying to think what else there was. I can't remember exactly. There was something else. I just can't recall for what it was. But yeah, we played a lot of multiplayer games there, and that was always fun too. And I just want to take this time as well. During the whole stream, we also got a lot of bits and cheers and subs and resubs and up subs, and some donations throughout all that. And I really do appreciate that. You guys didn't have to do any of that if you didn't want to. It's always optional to do, but I really appreciate for those of you who did. I mean, thank you for everybody who did donate there. I really appreciate that. It definitely gave me a surprise as well, especially for how much that was donated for sure, and I do appreciate that. And once again, thank you for all that. We got a couple games on Steam. Thanks to those of you who do donated through there. Thanks to those of you who subbed or re-upped the subs or just changed your sub perks. And yeah, and also just sending bits and cheers too. I really appreciate that as always. So thank you very much for that. It definitely made it probably one of my favorite birthday bash streams in quite some time too. So it was a very, very fun time. So thank you for everybody who stopped by and came by for that, for sure. So yeah, that's basically what happened in the month of May. May was pretty good in my opinion. It was quite the busy month here on the channel. So yeah. But yeah, let's move on to what's going to be happening for this month. So this month, we're going to be here with Let's Play Nights as always. We're going to be continuing more of Pikmin number 3, as we'll be continuing where we left off on that. As of this recording, we've only did one cast of this, so we'll be here with probably up to 4 casts at most. I'm not too sure exactly, depending on how long it takes me. Could be 4 to 5, I'm not too sure exactly, but we'll see. I'm trying to aim for 4 if we can. And then we'll be playing also, which was just announced upon the conclusion of Persona 4, our third and final replay of the season, and that is Super Mario Sunshine, which was voted back at the anniversary cast back in October. This was the highest voted for game for that, and yes, we're going to be starting this up on the 2nd day of June, in fact, so that should be hype. It is also going to be a 100% run of the game, something I have never done with this game before, so I'm going to go for all the shine sprites, all the blue coins, all that shit. So yeah, expect me to go insane after this game comes to an end. So yeah, because I didn't do that originally in my last playthrough back in 2013, I think it was. Yeah, 2013. So yeah, it's gonna be something, that's for sure. I'm gonna go insane, especially since the 100% of the game is not really worth it in my opinion. You'll see why if you've never done so. So yeah, and if I need to at any point, I will be using a guide to look up for the blue coins at points, because there's gonna be times where some of the blue coins are going to be located on specific levels at specific chapters. So yeah, I don't know why they do that, but yeah, it's going to be something. So yeah. And then if we do happen to beat that one of these games early for the rest of the month, like I said, if we beat Pikmin 3 out in 4 cast, we'll be announcing our next game that we'll be starting there. And I think the next game I have planned after that should only be a 2-stream game, so that's good. So we'll be able to get to 145 starting in July, which we'll start up the summer blockbusters, which should be good. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically what's going to be the plan for Let's Play Nights this month. Late Night Beatdowns. Late Night Beatdowns is going to be happening here on Thursdays for the next little bit here. I have an announcement that I have 2 games that are going to be making their debut here in the channel for Late Night Beatdowns. 2 of them actually going to be on my Switch over here. I mean, you can't see it, but I have a Nintendo Switch sitting right here. One of them being a fighting game, that one I've been looking forward to for a little while now, and that is going to be Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. I've been waiting for that just because it stars the Persona 4 cast, well, some of them at least, and the Ruby cast, which is a internet show I actually really like. There's also Blaze Blue characters, and I think it was Under Night, which I don't really know too much about Under Night. Blaze Blue I've heard of, but I'm not too big knowledge on it when it comes to that. As much as I've seen when it's at EVO being played by the pros and whatnot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that just because it has 2 things I'm very hyped for, just because 2 things I really like, that's why. And then last is the second game that I'm going to be getting for my Switch, which won't be coming till like around the end of the month, and that is Mario Tennis Aces. Yes, I will be picking up Mario Tennis Aces sometime in this month, actually this week actually, probably maybe expected on Friday. I may come on and do a ninja stream where I'm going to do a bit of Mario Tennis Aces demo tournament gameplay footage, just try it out and whatnot. Kind of like what I've done with the Splatoon 2 test fires and the ARMS Global Test Punch and stuff like that. I'm going to come on and actually play a bit of Mario Tennis Aces, because yeah, the demo is going to be available starting on, well, I mean, it's available now to download, but it doesn't start up until Friday till Sunday basically, so it's basically going to be playable to all then basically. So yeah, so I'm going to come on and play a bit of that before my actual stream on probably Friday, and just have fun playing some Mario Tennis. So yeah, because I've been actually looking forward to this one. This one looks really good because of all the new mechanics and whatnot. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm excited for a Mario Tennis game. Goes to show you how crazy Nintendo is in 2018. That's for sure. They made me excited for a Mario Tennis game. It's crazy. So yeah, also for late nights, other games that you guys can vote for. Hopefully we can get more some Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy to Duelist as well. I was requested to do a lot of that because it'd be interesting to watch, and I agree. Actually, it's actually very fun to play. It's an easy game to actually commentate with as well. So yeah, very cool. I mean, it just depends on what I'm actually feeling like playing as well too, right? So yeah, that would be kind of cool. And maybe we'll get some Fortnite. I have not actually touched Fortnite in quite some time, but I don't know if the fad for Fortnite is going down now. But hopefully it's not. I doubt it is, but I know some Twitch casters are actually kind of getting burnt out on it because when you only play Fortnite, yeah, I can understand that. So I have not played the game since the start of the season. So I've not tried out the jetpacks. I've not tried out the grocery cart. So there's a few new things that have come out for the game, and I've not actually even tried. So yeah, and I still have not won. So there's that. And then also there's going to be Mario Kart Sundays as always. Continuing with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart 8 Wii U for Mario Kart Sundays. We'll try to get at least a few more of those games. We'll have great times with that. So yeah. So that's basically the month. And that's what's going to be happening this month as well. There's also something else that's going to be happening this month, but I'll be getting to that here in just a little bit. So before we get to that, let's talk about the month schedule for the month of June. Yes, this is where I go and talk about what the streams are going to be for the month of June, or just the month in general. So yeah, so we'll quickly slide over to our schedule right here, right now, available here right now. So we'll quickly showcase this real quickly. So yeah, so here is our schedule for the month of June 2018. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. View rooms, whatever. So yeah, we're currently live right now with the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. Awesome. And then yeah, that's May. So yeah, but we're here for June. So let's talk about the June schedule. So our first stream of June is June 1st, and we'll be here continuing with more of Pikmin 3 as we'll continue where we left off on our first stream of that, which will be happening June 1st, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, normal time for that. However, here we go. This is where it's going to be interesting. June 2nd, we'll be here with the start of Super Mario Sunshine Replay, and that cast is going to be starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. You're probably asking yourself, wait, Andy, is that a mistake right there? No, it is not. The reason for that is because the next day in the morning, I actually have to work at like 9:30, so I figured we'll start the stream a little earlier than normal because, yeah, after I finish, I'm probably just going to go sleep. So, yeah, I'm going to start off the stream 1 hour normally early. So I have to actually get up at like around, then I guess technically 7:30ish, 7:30ish, I guess. So I won't have time to really stay up too late when it comes to that. So yeah. But that does not mean that Mario Kart won't be happening on Sunday. Mario Kart will still be happening on Sunday, but I'm probably going to delay the start till 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, just because when I get home I'm probably just gonna crash for a little bit. Just because I'm gonna be a little tired when it comes to that. So. Yeah, so expect me to not come on and doing Mario Kart Wii till 7:30, 10:30 Eastern, so like normal time, because normally I've been delaying it to start then, but it's probably expected when to start that. But if I have to delay it a few more minutes later, you'll know why exactly, because I'm gonna be just exhausted. So if there is a reason for that, that's why. So yeah, and then June 7th we'll be here with Late Night Beatdowns, and I'm not sure what we'll be playing for that just yet, so that'll be determined, and then you guys can vote for what game gets played for the viewer's choice portion. Let's Play Nights, June 8th, we'll be here with Day 3 of Pikmin 3. We'll see where we get there following the conclusion of Day 2. Day 2, speaking of Super Mario Sunshine, will come here on Saturday, June 9th, so we'll be continuing that then. Mario Kart Sundays, we'll be starting that up at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. And I'll get to the reason why for that in just a little bit. June 14th, we'll be here with Late Night Beatdowns. June 15th, we'll be here with Pikmin 3, Day 4, possibly finale. We'll see, I'm not too sure. And then we'll be here with Day 3 of Super Mario Sunshine Replay. Because, yeah, we're going for 1%, so that will probably still take some time to do. Mario Kart Sundays will be here, the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8 right there. And that should be week 173, which, by the way, the Mario Kart Wii U here will be 172. So, yeah, and then that should be week 28 of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And then Late Night Beatdowns, June 21st. Still not too sure what I'll be playing for that just yet. June 22nd, we'll be here with a to-be-determined game, depending if we're not done Pikmin 3 or not. If we are, then there will be a new game starting up on then. June 23rd, we'll be here with more Super Mario Sunshine Replay. June 24th, Mario Kart Sundays with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. June 26th, we'll actually be here on a Tuesday for the Monthly Beadown Podcast for the July channel update. So, yeah, we'll have our July channel update then. Late Night Beatdown, June 28th. I don't know what we'll be playing just yet. June 29th. We will be here with the continuation of our new game, or starting it, or whatnot, depending on Pikmin 3 status at that point. And then June 30th, we'll be here with more Super Mario Sunshine Replay. So, yeah, that's what's going to be going down there for that. So, yeah, that's basically going to be this month's schedule for the month of June. So, yeah, really the only difference really here is going to be 2 Mario Kart streams and 1 Let's Play Night stream, which is different time changes to start, just because, yeah, things are just going to be in the way for that. So, yeah. I have explained for June 2nd and 3rd, but I will get to why for June 10th, why the time to start will be that one there, so yeah. But yeah, this is most likely the confirmed schedule. If anything changes, I'll let everybody know on the Discord server, or on social media, or a site update, or whatever, wherever you get updates for my stream and whatnot, so yeah. So yeah, that's basically the month's schedule, basically, so yeah. Now, I did mention that one of the Sundays, Mario Kart Sundays, will be starting at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, and probably wondering yourself, why is that? Well, we're going to be doing a Let's React little marathon here. It's going to be happening. Yes, it is June, and you know what that means? That means E3 2018 is right around the corner, and we're going to be doing some live reactions, to E3 2018. We've been doing this for a couple of years now, and this is a pretty big E3 when it comes to me personally, just because of a lot of things I've been looking forward to. And yeah, we will be doing some Let's React streams when it comes to E3. So yeah, I have the schedule available right here. Not on the screen here, but I have it just listed up here. Which ones we're going to be watching when it comes to this. So we will be watching the EA one, which is on Saturday, June 9th, 2018, which will be starting at noon my time, so that's 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. I don't really expect too much out of that one, but we'll be watching that one. Sunday, June 10th, we got 2 of them we're going to be watching live. That being the Microsoft one, which is actually an afternoon one, which helps me big time. And that'll be at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, which is awesome. That actually helps out big time for me. So I'm glad that they're doing that again, like last year at noon, or like in the afternoon. Bethesda, yes. Last year we didn't actually get to watch this one live, just because I was doing Mario Kart in the middle of it. So I figured, you know what? Why don't we actually watch it live this year? Because this one supposedly starts at 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. So I figured, just because I kind of think it probably won't be too long, like an hour or so, just like last year. But that all depends, because now that I think about it, they just announced the new Fallout game, which a lot of time will be put towards that. So it depends. It depends how they will do their conferences here. So we'll watch that one as well. And then one of them I've been looking forward to on June 11th, and that's at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and we will be here with the Square Enix conference. I am excited for this one, boys. Let me tell you, I'm pretty hyped for the Square Enix conference. Yeah, so I will be doing a live reaction to that one in case anyone wanted to know. So get hyped for that. And then a few hours after, we'll be here with the Ubisoft one on, and by the way, this is on June 11th, by the way, I forgot to mention that. We'll be here with the Ubisoft one at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Don't expect too much out of this one, but might as well. Maybe there might be some surprises, because last year Ubisoft did a pretty good job, so maybe we'll see something good from out of that. And then on June 11th as well, at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll be here with the Sony conference. And this one will be interesting too. There's some stuff I want to see coming out of this, like the Spider-Man game. I want to see always more of that. Last of Us 2. Stuff like that as well. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Sony's got, but I have a feeling their conference won't be as good compared to like previous years. Like in 2015, that was a god tier of a conference, so I don't expect too much out of that. And then Tuesday, June 12th, our final conference, which will be at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, we'll be here with Nintendo. That's right, a big year for Nintendo. We got Smash Bros., we got Bayonetta 3, we got Metroid Prime 4, we got that Yoshi game, we possibly got the Pokemon stuff, which was just recently actually talked about, but I doubt they'll talk about that since they've already just announced that yesterday. Freaking possibly that Star Fox racing game, if that's a thing. I don't know if it is or not. We'll probably get some announcements like maybe Pikmin 4, which I'll like. It's supposed to be that Animal Crossing game, which I really hope that doesn't, because that'll make a certain caster that I know very, very salty if it doesn't happen. So, but if it does happen, I hope the one game that they do announce for Animal Crossing is Animal Crossing Battle Royale, because Nintendo Switch needs a Battle Royale game. Am I right? Am I right? That's right. All jokes aside, though, but so that's what's going to be happening here. We're going to be doing some reactions to a good number of the conferences here. We got EA, Microsoft, Bethesda, Square Enix, Ubisoft, Sony, and Nintendo. So we got 7 conferences this year. First time since since 2015. So yeah, this is actually pretty high. I'm actually looking forward to doing a lot of Let's React. So yeah, it should be fun. Now the big question is, will I be doing some Discord calls when it comes to E3 this year? Yes and no. Yes for specific ones. I will be doing yeses to the Microsoft one, the Sony one, and to the Nintendo one. So those are the ones I will be doing yes to the live calls for, because I think those are the big 3 people would like to be a part of, in my opinion. EA, Bethesda, Square Enix, and Ubisoft, I'll be on my own for those ones. I'll just be solo commentary for those ones, because I can understand a lot of people probably want to be on here for the Square Enix one, but I kind of want to listen to what they have to say regarding the Kingdom Hearts 3 news and all that stuff, so I don't want people interrupting and whatnot, so that's probably for a good reason why I'll be doing that solo, at least. So yeah. So yes, there's a yes and no when it comes to Discord. Yes for Microsoft, yes for Sony, yes for Nintendo, and then everybody else I'll just be commenting on my own. So yeah. And you will be screaming. I will be screaming. Yes, that is correct. I totally will be. So yeah, expect me to be falling out of my chair, probably tossing Bernie around. Yeah. Shit will be flying off the shelves, that's for sure. And I may bring up that little heartless guy right here just to sit right there. And then if something good happens, I'll be like, boom, and he goes flying. So yeah, so probably expect some wildness, that's for sure. But yeah, once again, E3 is going to be happening live here June 9th to the 12th, which is next week, in fact. So that's going to be happening. And once again, if you want to know when the time starts are going to be happening, I will be updating this the information section down below. And I also will update the events section at the top there, where it shows my schedule and that, which will have all the start times for these conferences and all that stuff, yeah, and what times I'll be starting at, or when I'll be starting at, and whatnot. So yeah, so if you want to know when that is, check out all that. In fact, it's on the main website as well. Just scroll around on the front page there, and you'll see all the stuff there. It's a nice little big banner there. The one that transitions, you'll see it there, and it'll tell you all the start times for the conferences and whatnot. So yeah, should be good. So that's when that's going to be happening. So should be fun. Well, can't wait to watch some E3, because always a great time in my opinion. Alright, so moving on here, we got some channel updates. Now, I just mentioned about stuff down below there. Yes, you can see, yes, if you scroll down below here on my Twitch channel, if you're watching this on Twitch, if you're not, click that link down below, go to the Twitch channel if you want to see. Yeah, I actually have updated the panels down below, as you may have noticed. I have mentioned this last week as of my cast. I figured, you know what, it's time to give it a little bit of a shake-up, kind of a how do I say it? A cleanup look, I guess. Something that was not too wild, just something nice and cleaned up. And I like how they turned out, actually. So, yeah, I've decided to change out my panels down below. I think they look nice, in my opinion. So, I actually really like them. Just gives them a more, a cleaner look, basically. Not too wild and whatnot. So, yeah. And they actually look like, they look nice, and I like how they turned out, in my opinion. So, yeah. Also, I'm not sure if anyone has caught it, but when the stream usually goes offline, you may see a updated version of the offline banner. Yeah, I had changed that as well. The offline banner has been changed as well. So yeah, we actually have changed that as well. I won't show it here just because it will showcase after the stream. But yeah, you'll be able to see it there when I go offline after this ends. So yeah, yeah, I think it looks pretty cool actually. I like how it turned out and whatnot. I don't know why. I just felt like just changing a few things because I think it kind of, the bios and all that stuff kind of needed some changes. So I like how they look nice in my opinion. So yeah. Gosh, oh yes, Bernie is back. As you can see, he is back for the next little while here. I don't know how long, but once it gets cold here, I mean it is cold today, but once it gets cold after the summer is done, Bernie probably will go on vacation again. But yeah, he's here for the next little while. My #1 fan, and yeah, shout out to Bernie for being awesome and the #1 fanboy here on the channel. So yeah, now I have a few things I need to discuss. This has been brought up once here before, and I need to talk about this real quickly. For two things in particular. First of all is regarding Discord itself. Now, whenever I've been doing some live streams and whatnot, when it comes to just doing multiplayer gaming and all that stuff, there have been days I just don't feel like doing Discord altogether. There have been days I just feel like, you know what, I just feel like just running solo, just talking to the guys, everybody else on chat, and yeah, it just makes just to have a slowdown when it comes to just having so many people talking to me at once, because after a while, when you've been doing it for doing a lot of calls after a while, it does get kind of hectic and kind of get tiring to do. So sometimes you just, as a casual, you just kind of just need to just take some days off from doing Discord and whatnot. So yeah, if I do mention that, just let you all know that no, I won't be doing a Discord call for the stream. There will be times I don't mention it. And then if I don't ever mention it and I'm not in like the stream room or anything like that, that should basically guarantee you that, yeah, I'm not doing Discord altogether. So the one thing I'm trying to ask is please, for the love of goodness sakes, for the love that is all that is holy, please stop asking if I'm doing a call when I have said I'm not, or if I'm not in the call room altogether. Like I said, I'll mention if I am, if I'm doing a call during streams. And if I am not, you'll either see me not in the stream room, or I have not mentioned it, or I've mentioned it basically. So if I don't mention it and I'm not in the call room down below in the Discord server, that should just already tell you that no, I am not doing Discord altogether. I do have a rule when you load up the chat or the channel that one of the rules state that please do not ask about Discord or anything like that. I have told the mods already before that if anyone actually does constantly ask me about Discord after I either have mentioned it or I'm not even bothering doing it at all, people will be given a purge for it, just because, yeah, we've had a number of people already in the past have been constantly asking about if I'm doing Discord or whatnot, and it does get tiring to constantly get asked if I'm doing Discord or whatnot. I realize that people love it, I like doing it too, but sometimes you kind of just need a break from Discord every now and then. So I just ask, please stop constantly asking about it if I'm not doing it. If you constantly keep asking, even if I say so, or if you don't hear me saying it, the mods will tell you, and if you constantly keep asking, it will lead to a purge. So please, just constantly stop. I ask to just cool down when it comes to asking about Discord calls during streams. That's all I ask for, basically. So yeah, so that's really the only thing I have really to say about Discord. Second of all, it's regarding a specific little channel meme when it comes here on the channel. As you may know, I do have a little thing where basically, if you say the magic words, a certain Dolan pops up and says, "Somebody say please," and dances around the stream and whatnot. Funny joke, I have to say. But I feel there have been times people have been kind of abusing it and trying to use it for attention seeking. So I have been deciding whether if I should just continue using the Dolan joke or I should just get rid of it for a little while, because at some times I have been getting a little tired of actually seeing how many times people have been trying to forcefully making me play it. Basically, there's been people trying to just come in and just saying, "Oh, I'm here, Andy, please." So I mean, it goes to show you. I mean, I don't know. It's nice to have it, is what I'm trying to say, but when you're trying to force it down me and everyone, basically, it's not as fun. You kind of kill the joke after a while, so it does get tiring. And then we've also had people, like, I had people get, like, specific, like, versions of saying the magic words, basically. So I have specific, like, bot emotes or bot commands. I have specific, I don't have renditions of the Dawn, but when people say it 3 times, they get like their own little rendition. Like someone gets the Mr. Vile stuff, someone gets to watch Sonic get wrecked, somebody gets a specific WWE former women's champions theme and stuff like that. Heck, and there's also the ones where basically the people in the chat just go exclamation mark this person and they post something like that. And I've had people get constantly angry over stuff like that, which, first of all, keep in mind, it's basically a joke, so calm down. You do not need to go ape shit in the chat about stuff like that. Cool your jets when it comes to stuff like this. If you do not, mods will have the right to actually time you out. I have told them they can do that. If the mods feel like anybody's doing anything bad, they have the power to actually time people out or purge or whatnot. So if it's a big deal to be someone like that, you can either bring it up to me or you can bring it up to our PM, one of the mods, about stuff like that. Like I said, it's all a channel for fun joke, and some people take it farther than it needs to be when it comes to that. Just because one person gets affected by the joke doesn't mean anyone else is not safe from it, right? So it's not fair for one person to always get ridiculed when it comes to that joke, right? So like so and so, like I'm not gonna bring up names exactly, but yeah, when it comes like if one person constantly says it, then if someone else who doesn't normally say it gets it, and then they get like their rendition, and then they get angry over it. I mean, to tell you the truth, I mean that's just the joke itself. It's the channel joke itself. So I mean, there's no reason to get mad over it. It's just all for fun. So please keep that in mind. I mean, and also anyone that's trying to forcefully actually try to get the joke to constantly pop up and whatnot, like if they want me to forcefully give them attention for that, I will most likely ignore them most of the time. So that's really the only way I won't actually be playing it. So it's going to be cooled down a little bit. Only if I cause you to say it, then I'll count it because I'm trying my best to do so. Or if it was just a slip up of your own words, basically saying it, basically, then that's what will count it. If you come in here just saying Andy please, or just coming in here saying, oh look, hi I'm late, oh Andy please, oops I said it, then no, you're just coming in causing attention. So I ask don't come in here causing it to be an attention-seeking thing, because yeah, you will get basically timed out and fridge for that, because yeah, at times I get kind of tired of having to stop the stream, go to Dolan, playing him, and then someone else goes and said, I'm like, okay, I gotta play it again, and then oh, someone said it again, gotta play it, and it halts the stream so many times. So yeah, I mean, is it my fault for me having making the joke like that? Sure, but I do feel most of the time there are people who try to force feed it down the stream and just come here just to make it occur, right? So yeah, so there will be times I will be basically not counting it. So there will be times, well, I will say will count it as people saying it, and then there'll be times I don't really count it being said. So yeah, because yeah, it's not fun basically having to get told from people, from viewers who complain to my mods about their rendition, or like basically if someone says magic words and then someone goes exclamation mark so and so, and then someone throws a hissy fit in the chat, getting purged and then yelling at me on my PMs and then on my Twitter PMs. It's just like, okay, dude, just relax. It's just a fucking joke. Just calm down. You don't need to take it as super. It doesn't need to be a bigger deal than it needs to be, basically. And yeah, also people who are trying to force feed it is also not as fun, basically. It kills the joke, basically, or kills the meme, basically, in my opinion. So when you force it constantly 9 million times, it loses its welcome at times to me. So yeah. So yeah, basically those are kind of the two things I really had to say about the Discord server and about the Dolan joke altogether. So I mean, the Dolan joke's not going anywhere. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, it's not really going anywhere. It's just going to be calmed down a little bit when it comes to what counts for it to show up and whatnot, just so it's not being oversaturated, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So yeah. So that's kind of really it when it comes to channel updates, really. Oh, actually, there's one last thing I wanted to talk about. So I've been kind of thinking lately about my camera here, my webcam, right? Just thinking about, oh man, would people prefer if I have it like right here, or if I hang it up to my TV right here, which shows me coming down? Because if you guys notice, yeah, I do have lens flare on my glasses. I think it's just because of the lighting in here. I need better lighting and whatnot. But I've been kind of thinking if I should have my webcam sitting right here, or if I should set it up over here. I mean, I can't really move it right now because there's cords all over the place, but it'd be kind of like right here in particular, basically. That's kind of like where it would be, basically. So I'm not sure if anyone would like it rather right here, or if I'd rather have it like right here, basically. So I'd have to actually adjust my cords just to make sure it sits up there, basically. So I'm not sure what people would rather like it, basically. Just to ask for you. So a lot of people are saying like just how it normally is. Okay, cool. I thought I would just ask for that. If so, I could get another camera and put it up there if I want to like switch angles or whatnot. That would be kind of cool to do. So you have two different angles of the webcam. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I may have to think about that at some point, where I can get another one of these and just put it like right up there, basically. So yeah. That's true. We do need some burning. Okay, fair enough. That's a good point. Yeah, you kind of do. He's kind of right there, so that's a good point. Fair enough. I'll give it that. That's for sure. I agree. The second angle. Yeah. The second angle would be fun. Just switch over. I can just go and like do something. I don't know exactly what, but yeah. Sadly, people will complain about messy bed. I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Plus, there are people who have already said, "Why do you have stuff back there?" It's like, leave me alone. I don't know, but yeah. That was like something I've just been thinking about. Like, if people would rather have the camera angle right there, or have it right up there, or maybe I can find another camera, cheap one, and put it right there. So, yeah. Bernie's the star of the summer. That's true. He is. That is a good point. All right, but yeah. So that's basically that. That's kind of it for the channel updates, really. However, there's one last thing for an update, and it regards Mario Kart Sundays in general. Yeah, I have a bit of an announcement regarding that, and it regards a specific little contest that's been going on for 2 years running, and soon to be 3 years running, in fact, and that is going to be the theme set contest. That's right, it is making its triumphant return very soon, as we'll be starting up sign-ups here starting on June 10th to the July 1st. So basically on Canada Day will be the last day you can sign up for it. Basically, if you don't know what this is a contest where I allow you, the viewers, to come up for the next theme set contest when it comes to Mario Kart Sundays. So yeah. Since the Wii U version will be actually shutting down for on the channel in a few sets, or like a few sessions after week 180, most of the contest will be dedicated towards the Switch version of Mario Kart 8. So most of the stuff that is required will be used for that. So yeah. Another thing is, I'm gonna be a little more stricter when it comes to like the rules with this time around. I'm gonna be trying to say, hey, you can't come up with set ideas that have already been ideas already. So anything that's basically Baby Park only will not be allowed this time around. Just because we've already got a theme set that has Baby Park all 4 races. So that's going to be one of the rules basically this time around. The voting will still work the same. Basically, it's going to still be how it normally has been. Basically, top 2 will move on to the next round and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's basically how all that's going to work. If you have any theme set ideas, or any ideas what we should do for rules, let me know. But mainly it's going to be the same way too as normally. It's going to be all voted by viewers. So it's not rigged by me. Once again, it's all voted by the viewers. So if some set wins that you don't like, it's basically you can blame the viewers. So yeah, it's not my fault if specific stuff get win or whatnot. It's all voted by the viewers. And once again, the winner of the contest will win a $10 to $20 game on Steam of their choice. They can let me know at any point, any time, if what they want to actually get for winning the theme set contest. And more info about that will be coming sometime during Mario Kart. So most of this also, by the way, will also always be promoted on the Mario Kart stream. So you'll never hear the Mario Kart theme set contest during like the Let's Play streams or late night beatdowns. This will only be talked about or promoted during the Mario Kart cast, just because it's really only necessary for Mario Kart. So yeah, that's basically going to be happening there. So once again, sign-ups are going to be starting here once again on June 10th, and they will be going till June 1st. So once June 10th comes around, that's when I'll basically be opening up the Google Doc for you guys to fill out, so that you can actually fill out theme set ideas. And yeah, we'll be doing basically the same kind of thing. So it'll be all viewers voted for. So yeah, that's basically that. So that's going to be another update there. So let us move on right here. Unfortunately, this month, I should mention, I didn't actually really buy anything for new game-wise, so that is not actually going to be a thing this time around, because I really didn't buy anything this month. I only was gifted, really. I was gifted, actually, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy the Duelist and Mega Man Legacy Collection for Steam. So thank you those who donated those. I appreciate that. Actually, there was one game I bought. One game I forgot, and that was actually Jackbox Party Pack 4. So that was really all I really got for the month of May. And really, that was only bought for basically the birthday stream, but it's now available for like late night beatdown voting. So yeah. But that was basically that section. There wasn't really too much to really talk about for that, because there was not really much to say when it comes to that. Next month, we will actually have that to be talked about, so yeah. Alright, so moving on here, is time for our Caster of the Month. That's right, once a month I always do one of these. It's a Caster of the Month shout out for a specific caster here on the channel. Last month, our Caster of the Month was Matrix Mandible, so congratulations to him once again. But for the month of June, I have someone to nominate for that, and we'll showcase a highlight of this stream here, right now. So let's actually tone down the music for a minute, and let's watch a highlight from one of their broadcasts, shall we? Alright, here we go. Oh my god! The pain! The pain! Stop the pain! Okay, thanks. Alrighty, so there you go. That was from Mario Maker. That was Mystic Gamer. Yes, that's who that is right there. Mystic Gamer is an awesome dude. You might have seen him in the channel every now and then. He's been raiding the channel the past little while here. But yeah, he's an awesome guy. He does a lot of Nintendo stuff, some RPGs and all that stuff. Lately he's been doing a lot of Monster Hunter and that too. So yeah, he's a very, very awesome guy. You can definitely check him out over at twitch.tv/Mystic Gamer. Very, very awesome. So yeah, you should go definitely check that out. Very funny little highlight there. Mystic's always got some funny stuff that happens there. He also does Mario Kart as well, so if you like me playing Mario Kart, he also does Mario Kart on Sundays as well, but he does it before me, so yeah, he's definitely worth to go check out too. He's got a fun cast, that's for sure. I would recommend following him if you haven't, so yeah, go check him out there. You can find his channel in the description down below here on the YouTube video, so it should be down there. And yeah, and if anyone posts it in the chat here on Twitch, it should be there. So, yeah. So yes, congratulations to Mystic Gamer. He's awesome, so go check him out. Alright, so we're on our final thing for tonight, and that is our Q&A session. That's right, once a month we also do a Q&A session here for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. And this is where I basically take questions for you guys. If you have a question you'd like to send it me, you can use the Beatdown bot command !Ask Andy. That's always available anytime I'm live. You can also send me a question through Streamlabs. There's a little button down below here on Twitch. Click that button, and basically you can basically send me a question that way using Beatdown bots. So yeah. So I'm just gonna bring up everything here while you guys send me questions if you have any, and yeah. So let me just quickly grab everything. We'll start off with the Streamlab ones because those ones are quick and easy to go through. So yeah, because they're all listed like right there. So yeah. Let me just grab everything real quickly here. Thought I had my my stuff up, but I guess I didn't. Oh well. Oh, and then I close it. Fuck! Fucking hell! I'm such a failure at life. All right. Open that up. There we go. And then Streamlabs. All right. I cannot believe I accidentally closed it. What a goof I am when it comes to this streaming shit. Alright. Okay, so it should be up here. Okay, so we'll check out our Streamlabs questions first here. If we got anything here. Alright, so we got our first question here. It's from Billy. He asks to Bernie, how was your vacation? He said that it blowed because he wasn't here. Thank you for the question. Alright, next question, also from Billy, is, Andy, will there be pretzels for the Square Conference? Pretzels? That's a good question, actually. I don't know, actually. Maybe. I might have to consider buying some. So, maybe. I really don't know. If I'm salty, maybe I might need some, so, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know, actually. Maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, I'll have to think about it. But there might be some sort of, like, snack on the side, because I may have something to chow down on while I'm watching, but we'll see. But thank you for the question there. Yeah. Oh, we got a bunch of questions here for the Google Docs, so we're gonna read some questions right here. So yeah, first question here is from Anonymous. One weakness and one strength about yourself. One weakness is that I am very, very shy in public. It may not seem like it here on stream, like I'm very shy when it comes to that stuff, but in public I am very antisocial, so I can say that I'm very shy, and I don't really like to talk too much outside of when it comes to this, basically. I don't know what it is. I have no reason to be antisocial, like when it comes to IRL, because I act like a goof here on stream every time. But yeah, I don't know. That's definitely one of my weaknesses. Is definitely I'm very antisocial. Also, my hearing is also very one of my weaknesses. I have brought that up in the past. My left side of my ear is partly deaf, so it is hard to hear, or I mishear things that sound differently than they should be, basically. Just because, yeah, that's basically how I've lived my life, basically. So hearing and just being antisocial has been basically one of my weaknesses, basically. And my strength is that when I actually do put effort into something, I would say it always goes into hard work, basically. There's been times where I always have felt like I can't do something, but if after actually putting the effort into it, I end up actually succeeding and doing well at it. That's always just me putting effort into it, basically. I think that's one thing I can say I have a good strength on, is if I put effort into something, it always turns out pretty good, and maybe even better than I expected to end up, basically. Another thing I would like to say I have a strength of is I probably just saying, I'd say, the right things at the right times. I don't know. I've been told that by people. I say the right thing at the right time at times. I don't really see it, but I've been actually I've been told that before, so that's pretty cool that I can say the right things at the correct moments, which is good. So because you never know what may need to be said to somebody. I don't know, honestly. I'm trying to think of other strengths, honestly. I don't know, honestly. I think those would be my strengths, basically. Just when I put effort into something, it always ends up being better than I expected, basically. But it's easier to talk about your weaknesses than it is for your strength, I'd say. Because my weaknesses are totally true. It's definitely just being antisocial and just not really talkative, and I guess also just not hearing properly, basically. So that's probably what I'd say are my real weaknesses. Like I said, strength, that can always change, right? Strengths can always become different as time goes on. But yeah, that's what I would probably answer with this. So thank you for the question there. I appreciate that. Next question from Anonymous. Last time you took a long break from Twitch. Actually, yeah, last time I took a long break from Twitch, I was actually back in 2016. This was at a point where after like my year in like 2015, which was very much a high note for me. Like 2015 was a very high note for me and my channel in general, and I felt everything was going perfectly right. And then after like the start of 2016, it kind of just, I don't know, for me things just started going downhill for me. I felt like me being entertaining on Twitch. I just had issues when it came to like some viewers and mods and whatnot, and just stuff was just stressing me out in general, outside of Twitch as well. And fortunately, I just needed to take some time off from streaming, and I actually took a 1 month break when it came to that. So I took a break from basically, I think it was, when was it exactly? I'll bring up my calendar here just so I remember what day it was. It was August of, I think it was August 21st. That was my last day I streamed, and then I started back up on September 30th, I believe is what it was. Yeah. So I took a bit of a 1 month break just to recuperate and change the channel in general. And the channel, if you're a newer viewer, this is kind of what you expect, but the channel never used to look like this. I never really used a webcam before. I never really did a lot of the podcasting. I've never really had used layouts, technically. If you're an older viewer, you kind of remember what the streams used to be, where I didn't really use a webcam and anything like that. This was all I felt like I could use as a change, just to maybe help myself as a channel as the channel goes on and whatnot. So yeah, Late Night Beatdown was at 3 a.m. Eastern. That too, but that actually started like before all that too. So but yeah, just a lot of stuff just in general was just getting on my nerves or whatnot when it came to streaming. Just not being able to have the view totals I was having at one point, because this was at the time where I always looked at view totals and was stressing out over them. This was at a time where I was kind of getting frustrated with some viewers and mods and whatnot. Stuff just outside of casting also kind of affected me too. Just a lot of bad stuff. After a year before, which was all so good, I just had to take a break from casting altogether when it came to that. And I'm glad I did, because it actually recuperated me, and I felt like I felt happy to actually stream again and whatnot. So I'm glad I actually did take a break. It's never a bad thing to always take hiatuses from streaming. I will say that much. It may actually be for the better, because it does take your mind off a lot of stuff when it comes to that and whatnot. Because of it, I was able to actually work on the on a top 50 moments video off cast, and like not even streaming out that whole time, and actually make it end up being very good too. And really, I was very proud of the edits and all that stuff. I was able to just focus on me, and all that stuff. And yeah, I think I look at casting at a bit of a different perspective now because of that break. I mean, there's still times I kind of get frustrated myself when it comes to stuff about casting, but I don't think it's as often like it used to be too. So that is always a good thing. So that's one thing I would say, as if you're a new caster, never stress yourself out for casting. Never think of it as like a job. I mean, you never should. You always should consider thinking of it as a hobby first over a job. So, I mean, yeah, I do make stuff out of it, but always consider it as a hobby first over a job. Because if you think of it as a job first over a hobby, you're not going to enjoy it as much. And I've learned that as I've been casting. I mean, if you freak out about like view numbers and all that stuff, that's normal, because when you start off casting, you're not gonna have millions of viewers or thousands of viewers. No one can be like Ninja in one stream or something like that. You kind of have to grow yourself. You have to basically network yourself. You have to let people know on Twitch that you stream and whatnot, and it could eventually bring people over to your cast. Hell, just streaming like stuff that you like, or just stuff like you would think would be popular that could bring over a viewer base. And once you have that viewer base, maybe play something or just do something like they would not be interested in, and maybe they would actually be like, you know what, this is kind of cool. I actually kind of like that you introduced me to that stuff, right? Because I've had people where I always played like Mario and stuff like that, and then out of nowhere, the blue, I play like an obscure game out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, this is kind of cool, and I wouldn't have known about this if you didn't tell me about that. So yeah, yeah, that's kind of the one advice I would say. It's like, it's never a bad thing to take a break. Sure, if you're gone for like a long time, it may feel like being gone for like a day maybe feel like to you like a whole year in Twitch time, because there's been people I have seen like lose their viewer base if they go away for a while, and it's just like, damn, that really blows. And that was one thing I was actually worried about when I came back, is that the viewer base would go away. But thankfully, I was still being active on Twitter and Discord during my time off, and thankfully that didn't happen. So I'm kind of happy about that. But yeah, I always would recommend, if that's one thing, so you're not burning yourself out and just taking a humongous break from it, is don't think of streaming as like a job first. Think of it as the hobby, because if you're thinking of it as a job, you will burn yourself out too. And a lot of the big name streamers always actually talk about that too. They always say, like, if they consider it as a job first, then they get sick of it and kind of don't want to do it anymore. So yeah, so that's basically when I took my break. Basically, it was just stuff was stressing me out. And then there was a time before all that, I took a break during, I think it was the end of November of 2011 to February 2012. The reason for that is just because my equipment wasn't up to greatness, I guess. This was back then when I was using a webcam as my microphone, and I had PC speakers blaring the audio through that webcam, and then my voice going through that too. So this is at a point where I couldn't actually record my voice and the game audio all at once, because this is back when I was using Windows XP and stuff like that. So I kind of just wanted to readjust everything, make sure everything was set up right, so I had a better headset and all that stuff. I used to use a headset mic like that, basically, and now I use this thing, which is great. And I still think I can do better than this too, but yeah, I just wanted to get better stuff so I can actually not have to worry about that kind of stuff. And this is when I used to use like virtual audio cable too, so and that's quite the program. The 1040p streams, yeah, the 1040p streams, that's basically what they were. And since then, I've gotten better hardware. I've gotten better a better PC spec-wise. I mean, I can still probably do better when it comes to that. And yeah, I got a better microphone and all that stuff. And I'm using Windows 7 to 10 now, so yeah, I should tell you. Which makes things a lot easier when it comes to streaming, let me tell you. When you're using Windows XP, it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks, I'll tell you what. So, never use Windows XP when it comes to streaming. It's not worth it, in my opinion. But yeah, so thank you for that question. That's actually a really good question. Thank you for that one. Next question, also from Anonymous. Something you wish to change in yourself? I don't know. I just like to be, personally, I just like to be more active and not to be afraid about doing stuff. That's basically what I would like to do. You only live once, right? So, and I would like to just basically be able to just do it, basically. Like Nike, like they say, just do it. Or like what the one-hit meme, just do it. I mean, it's true. You just gotta make your dreams come true. It's true. I mean, that's really all it is. Just don't be afraid to do anything. And that's one thing I really want to change about myself, is that, yeah, I forgot to mention that when I'm afraid of. Yes, I do try to be afraid about doing stuff, so, but there's no reason to be, and I think that's a good thing to actually try to get away from it, try to change about yourself, is try not to be so intimidated over everything, because it's not, you don't need to be. So, yeah, so thank you for the question there. Another good question, I appreciate that. Anonymous, how often do you work? It just depends on my schedule when it comes to my actual job too. I've been looking around for something else a little better, just so I'm doing something else on the side besides just that one job and then just this, because I would rather have something that doesn't affect this, like streaming in general. I'd rather have something I can do something like outside of this and then just be able to work more in this, because it just depends how busy what's going on at the place, right? If there's nothing going on there, then there's nothing really happening, so I need to find something a little better from that, but it just, like I said, it just depends. Most of the time, I'm usually busy from, I'd say, September to early April, and then it kind of dies depending on what's going on, basically, for the next few months. So, yeah, right now it's kind of in the dead months right now, so yeah, and that's where I would say, yeah, I probably would need something a little better when it comes to that. So yeah, so thank you for that. Thank you for the question there. Anonymous again, dream job. I mean, probably be a live streamer. A full-time live streamer would be a dream job, but I don't expect that to ever happen. But that would probably be that. You know, I don't expect that to ever happen, and it probably wouldn't be the best option too. So, because what if something happens to Twitch and all these other streaming outlets and whatnot? Something could change and take over it in like maybe 10 years or so, right? So that's the power of technology and whatnot. So, but yeah, thank you for that. Another question from Anonymous. Something you've always wanted to learn about? I don't know, honestly. Maybe, I don't know, actually. I have no idea, actually. I don't know, maybe learning how to speak a specific language? I don't know which one, though, but just learning a new language would be cool. I did take a little bit of French, but my French is not very great. I don't really remember it too much. I know, like, a few words, and that is about it. Speak French and bring back Zeppo, buddy. Yes, I'll have to say something in French and say Zeppo, come back in French. But yeah, if that's not a good answer, I don't know, honestly. I would say just learning how, like, programming games work, I guess. That would be kind of cool. That would be interesting to do, too, actually. There's also been times where I've actually wanted to learn how to be, like, a broadcaster, too. I actually have taken classes before learning about that kind of stuff, too. And that stuff seems kind of cool, too. Yeah, there's a bunch of things I would like to learn too. Just being able to wanting to do it, right? So yeah. Thank you for that. Another question here. Favorite pizza chain? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. I like a few of them. There's one here in Canada called Panago. I really like that. Haven't had Pizza Hut in years, so I can't really judge on that. Little Caesars is okay. Not the greatest, but it's okay. Boston Pizza's alright too. That's another Canadian chain. Dama's is alright. I don't mind them. Papa John's is okay too. Yeah, I mean, it just depends how I'm feeling when it comes to pizza, honestly. I mean, some days I'll be like, yeah, I'm feeling like this, and this is my favorite. And then other days I'm like, yeah, I like this is my favorite. So it kind of changes from time to time, honestly. So yeah, yeah, California Pizza Kitchen is the hype. Never heard of that one before. Pizza. That's only Eastern Canada though, so I've never had that before. Basically, what I understand pizza is basically Little Caesars, basically. And then there's also local stuff, like just like not like big name pizza places, which are always good too. I like those too, because the quality's better personally. But when it comes to like fast pizza places, I'd have to say Panago. Panago's my favorite when it comes to here. Panago is great stuff. You can get like dips for your pizza too. I mean, that's nothing new. You can get that for like any pizza place nowadays, but I think that's the first place that I remember actually doing stuff like that, and it's pretty good. Domino's would probably be second, honestly. I actually kind of started to like Domino's a lot. I used to not like it, but nowadays I think because they changed their stuff, it's actually ended up being pretty good. I would like to like Papa John's a little more, but the problem is they're expensive as fuck. Let me tell you something. Papa John's is expensive in Canada. Holy hell, are they pricey? I think it costs more for the tax, or like the delivery tax is more because of it. That's why they're so expensive. I don't know. I kind of stopped going with Papa John's now just because of how expensive they are. I haven't had Pizza Hut in a while, so I can't really judge about that. Last time I had Pizza Hut hasn't been in a decade, so I don't know if they're any different nowadays. I think what else here? Oh yeah, there's also Pizza 73, which is also just a local chain, and they're kind of meh to me in my opinion. That's just me. Yeah, I'd say Panago and Domino's are up there for me. They're pretty great in my opinion. And then just local stuff that is also pretty good too. So yeah, Pizza Hut is good. It's got good wings. Their pizza's still greasy. Yeah, that's my one issue with Pizza Hut. It's just their pizza's so greasy. I like everything else they have to offer. It's just their pizzas are just so goddamn greasy. But the sad thing is, they're the only ones that I know of that do like stuffed crust. And I haven't had stuffed crust in a while. And there's been times where I crave stuffed crust, and it's like, but I don't want to have greasy pizza. So yeah, at least when it comes to here, they're like the only ones that can do stuffed crust and that. So yeah. Like goddamn can I want my pizzone. Oh yeah, we have pizzones. I actually been wanting to get one of those not too long ago too. So yeah. But yeah, that's kind of my answer there. Panago, and I'd say Domino's for sure. And then just local like other places that sell pizza basically. So yeah, thank you for the question there. I like the question that was about pizza too. Next question from Anonymous. Favorite type of dessert? Probably ice cream. Ice cream's my favorite, especially Dairy Queen Blizzards. Dairy Queen Blizzards are my favorite to go. What type of Dairy Queen Blizzard? Probably Oreo. Oreo Dairy Queen Blizzard are my personal favorite. That or cookie dough. Those are my two type of favorite ice cream blizzards at Dairy Queen. And that's personally my favorite type of dessert. I do like pie as well. Pie is pretty good. Pumpkin pie is pretty great. I don't mind lemon meringue. Cake is always good, but it also kind of depends on the type of cake too. Yeah, it just depends on that. I'm usually not really picky when it comes to cake, but yeah. But I like ice cream the most. Ice cream and blizzards are my favorite to go. In my opinion, they are my favorite. I would always, I'd be like, yes. If anyone ever says you want a blizzard, I'm like, yes, and yeah. I'm always a yes for that. So yeah, thank you for the question. Next question here is, that was the same question here. Let me just, oh, here we go. Okay, no, okay, we're good. Okay, this question is from Edge. He says, Waifu Wars Part 7, Bayonetta versus Rise versus Pier versus Otto versus Kairi versus Naoto. Who'd win? And no, you cannot pick Rise again. Then why'd you even put her in? That doesn't even work though. How can I answer this question if I can't even answer someone that's in the freaking thing? That makes no sense. But alright. But if I have to choose anybody that's not Rise, I would pick ESIR. And the reason? Because she would see every move you're gonna do. But okay, no, I'm just kidding. For actually answering the question here, from anyone that's not Rise, I'd probably go with probably Aqua, honestly, just because if you think about it, Keyblade wielders are overpowered as fuck. They have all these moves in their arsenal that are just like unhumanly possible. They can jump off walls. They can basically shot lock you. They can use magic. They can transform their keyblades. They have double jump. They can glide. They can use flow motion. They can use all these kind of abilities too. And yeah, they're quite powerful peoples, I would say. Bayonetta would be probably a close second because she's an Umbra Witch, and Umbra Witches are pretty broken too. They can use their hair to basically make like demon power. Use demon powers out of it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you can demon dogs, demon beast mode stuff, and all these demon birds coming out of her hair. I mean, that's pretty broken too. Naoto is pretty broken too, but I don't think she would stand a chance, honestly. I hate to say it. Pyro is pretty broken too, because she can actually, she's got the power to basically, she's got Magneto powers, basically, so that's pretty broken, but unfortunately, she'd probably die, and I hate to say that. I know I can't talk about Rise, but Rise would be OP because she would see every move that's coming and what their weaknesses are. So she'd kind of know what your weakness is. So that's why she's kind of OP. And as for Kairi, well, we haven't seen too much of her yet, so it's too early to say. She'll probably be in last place, unfortunately, because she hasn't really done too much yet. But I would have to say maybe in 3 we'll have an idea what her power level and all that is like. So yeah. All I know is that she's a princess and she can use the Keyblade, so yeah. So yeah, thank you for the question. Next question from an anonymous. Why couldn't the pirate sit down? He had his booty stolen. Wait, hold on. I gotta do something. Alright, thank you for the pun and not really a question. Alright, so next question is from Bernie. He says, "There's something I need to tell you. This is my stream now." No, it's not. Fuck you. Alright. No, it is not. It is mine. Alright. Thank you, Bernie. Alright. Next question is from Rise. She says, "Senpai, why is a man wearing a weird suit looking for me?" Wait, a man wearing a weird suit? No, that's me. It's me, actually. That's me. I'm dressed up for the suit. I'm just making sure Teddy or nobody else is making some funny moves, especially that Edge. That Edge always makes funny moves over my waifus, so he needs to be stepped. So thank you for that. Thank you, Bay. I'll see you in the next Persona 4 game. Next question here is from Marie of the Velvet Room. What a coincidence! Aren't you right here though? She says, "I'm watching you. I know what you did last Sunday." You did? What did I do last Sunday? I don't even remember. I don't remember what I did last Sunday. I played Mario Kart. I mean, you were there. So, I mean... Thanks, I guess, Marie. I appreciate that. Anyways, next question here is from Donald Duck. "I am the best healer alive. Will you heal me?" No, we've been over this before, Donald. No, I will not. Until you heal me properly, then I will not heal you. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, thank you for that. Next is from Bernie again. "Please don't throw shit at me if Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out in 2019. That's what you'll get. That's just a warning shot. So thank you for the question, Bernie. I appreciate that. Alright. Next question is from Joker. He says, "Do you like watching the world burn?" Not really. It's kind of fucked up. Because the province has been up in flames at one point before too, and that's kind of scary, so Yeah, I do know. But thank you, Joker, for the question. And I actually thought that was Joker from Persona 5, actually. But no, it's actually Joker from Batman. Fan abuse, yes. Yes, it is. Next question is from Newton. Is there any comic book character you'd love to see make into a movie? I think I've been actually asked this question before, too. Personally, I don't know, honestly. I really don't know what I'd like to see, because Marvel's kind of done everybody, and I think DC's almost kind of done everybody as well. Pardon me if I'm wrong about that, but I don't know exactly who's gone to the movie. If there's one character that probably deserves a better, another shot at a movie, if that's okay to answer. I would say maybe Daredevil deserves a better shot, honestly. I mean, his original movie sucks ass. Can I tell you that? And his show has actually I've been told is actually not too bad, actually. I wouldn't mind him getting an actual better release of a film, personally, but that's just me. I think there's still some potential with the MCU to actually make a Daredevil film. I think that'd be kind of cool. Squirrel Girl? Oh yeah, Squirrel Girl. Oh! Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen, there you go. That's what I would like to see. Spider-Gwen would be kind of hype, actually. I really love the design of Spider-Gwen, and I think Spider-Gwen would be awesome. Which is Gwen Stacy, by the way, as Spider-Man, basically. That's basically what that is. I think she's got such a cool design, too, that I think she'd be kind of awesome to have her own film. I think Sony might still have the rights to that, to Gwen Stacy and stuff like that, because they still have some of the Spider-Man assets. So I think they probably have the rights to still do that. But if they were to do that, I would say maybe give it to MCU, because the MCU knows what they're doing, and not so much Sony, because I really don't really have faith on the Venom film, to be honest with you. But yeah, Spider-Gwen would be freaking rad, and I would be down for that. Basically, Spider-Man based characters I would like to see get a film, basically. Besides Spider-Man, honestly, because he's already gotten his film. But outside of the main Spider-Man guys, we got we like Spider-Gwen and all that stuff would be kind of cool too. I would like anything Teen Titans that isn't Go. Apparently there is a Teen Titans live action film in the works, and yikes. That's all I'll say about that. I don't know. Early impressions right now are kind of hit or miss right now. And, oh, it's a live action series. I thought it was a movie. Okay. No, it's a live action series. Okay. I thought it was a film. And yeah, early impressions for me are yikes. So yeah. Also, any DC film to be good. That's also what I like to see. Except Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is great. Anything else besides Wonder Woman needs to be better, personally. Yeah. That's just me. And this is coming from somebody who doesn't really like the Christopher Nolan Batman films. That's just me. I mean, Dark Knight's okay, but I don't know. I don't really like the other two, personally. I don't know. I don't think they're the greatest superhero films ever. To me, if you ask me what I think is the best superhero film, believe it or not, I would have to say Spider-Man 2 is my personal favorite. I think that's the definitive superhero film, personally. When it comes to modern superhero films nowadays, I would have to say probably. God, that's a tough, because the MCU's got so many good films. Oh man, that's a tough question, actually. Well, I'll say this much: nothing from the DC the DC movie universe. Nothing from that has impressed me at all. When it comes to MCU and stuff like that, I would have to say my personal current modern superhero film would have to be... It would have to be one of the Captain America or Avenger films, or maybe Ant-Man. Ant-Man's up there too. I don't know. I really liked Ant-Man, but Captain 3, Civil War, or Captain 2, The Winter Soldier are one of my favorites. I freaking love those films. Those are films that made me actually really appreciate the Captain America a little more. Because originally I was like, Captain's kind of lame, but those films make him pretty badass and make you think, oh, dude, I really want a Captain America shield. Because those films know how to make Captain America actually kind of badass. Thor, I have not seen Thor Ragnarok yet, so I can't really say much about that. Deadpool, I should say, Deadpool's actually up there for me. Deadpool's a funny film. That's actually really, really, really good film, in my opinion. I like 2 over Homecoming. And not to say I don't hate Homecoming. I love Homecoming. I think Homecoming is better than the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. But I don't know. Maybe it's just nostalgia, but I love Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is a phenomenal Spider-Man film, in my opinion. Just because, I don't know. Probably because I saw it in films when it came out, like in theaters, on like 4 or 5 times when it came out originally. So that's probably what it is. So yeah, I don't know. Just something about 2 is just something I like about it more. I think maybe it's just because I like the story a little more in 2 compared to Homecoming. Where Homecoming's more about just Peter basically learning to be a hero, and trying to his best to become a part of the Avengers. While 2, it's about him having the struggles, being not only Spider-Man but having a real life basically. So he's fighting between both of those 2 things, and I think the idea and the story is a little better when it comes to that, in my opinion. And it's definitely the best in the original Spider-Man trilogy. 3 is... 1's still okay, but 3, I mean, it depends who you ask. I mean, I personally don't hate it. I think it's just as goofy and over the top like the other 2 films in that trilogy, but that's just me personally, so I don't think it's the worst superhero film ever, and it's not one of the worst films I've ever seen. If you want to talk about bad superhero films and what I think is the worst one, it is honest to God Batman and Robin. Yes, you heard me, Batman and Robin, or Deadpool. Catwoman is also up there. Holy shit, I could name so many horrible superhero films, and those are like easily the top 3 like my worst favorites. And I think probably I would have to say what is it? Suicide Squad's up there as well for me. I don't know. If you like Suicide Squad, more power to you, but I could not get into Suicide Squad. I think it's just horrible film. But yeah. That's just my personal opinion on that. Like I said, if you like these films, more power to you. I just can't get into them. I think they're horrible, so yeah. But yeah, thank you for the questionnaire. I appreciate that. Next question's from Wario. He says, are you ready for Wario's to come out and play? Play what exactly? No? Thank you. Thank you for the question, I guess. Next question's from Rasher. Can I have some cheese, Kappa? No, I don't have cheese. You gotta understand, we've run out of cheese supply here because we have to keep feeding Rasher cheese. Because she always asks for cheese, so no, I can't. I'm sorry. So, yeah. Oh, actually, I just thought of somebody who I think would have a good idea for a movie. I'd like to see, Hawkeye was mentioned there, I'd like to see that, but I actually would like to see a Black Widow film. I think that would be kind of cool, actually. Black Widow kind of deserves a film. She's kind of just in there in the MCU, and she doesn't really have a backstory film. Surprise, so I figured maybe she should at least get one. I think it would be kind of cool. But yeah. Anyway, moving on here. Next question from Yukari. I guess she asked, will App ever explore? If he doesn't, he has to give me back my dog. Oh my goodness. Well, I have to ask App, will you ever explore it? Because if you don't, you have to give back a door. So, well, he leaves, so I'm guessing no, so he never will. Alright. So there's your answer. So thanks for the question. Alright. Next question's from Morgana. He says, I think you're tired. You should go to bed. Well, if I do, then I'll get banned from Twitch, so I can't. Sorry. But thank you for the question. Next question from FD907. He says, when will you stream VR chat? I don't know, honestly. I don't know, to be fair. I personally just don't have interest in playing it. Just because, I don't know, I like watching people play it. I think if I played it, it'd be kind of boring. And I actually don't think my computer can actually run and stream it at the same time. It's been having hiccups at times, so. Hell, it's having issues playing Overwatch and streaming at the same time, when it never used to, so I mean... Yeah, so I don't know. I probably never will, so. I'd rather watch people play that. But I personally don't know what I'll be playing. But thank you for the question there. Next question from Rabid Panther. It says, who is your favorite mod? Well, I don't really have a favorite. I appreciate all of my mods, so I can't really pick a favorite, so it'd be kind of being biased to people, so I don't really have a favorite mod, so they're all just as awesome. But thank you for the question there. Next question from FD. It says, when is your Club Penguin playthrough? I can't play Club Penguin because they shut down Club Penguin. Yeah, so, yeah. There was actually a time where I actually wanted to play, stream Club Penguin just for the lulz, just to go on and say, hell, and then get banned, and then I'd be like, that was my stream, everybody, thanks for coming on. Hope you enjoyed my playthrough of Club Penguin. Because there was this time like, in high school, I mean, remember me and my friends actually would go to the computer lab during like lunch hour, and just for shits and giggles, we would go to Club Penguin just to see how fast we can get banned in it. And I think the fastest one of my friends got banned was like a millisecond. It's like, how do you even do that? Like, wow. But yeah, you could say like one like crude word, and you're like, you're gone, just like that. That's basically Club Penguin in a nutshell. I don't know why, but I suddenly thought of Neopets. That still exists. Yeah, it still does actually. Neopets is still alive to this day, believe it or not. It's crazy. It's crazy. Right, but thank you for the question. Next question from Anonymous. Could Team Sonic Racing and the possible Star Fox Racing join Mario Kart on Sundays, or just Thursday options? That's a good question, actually. I don't know, honestly. I think they may just be Thursday options, just because I kind of have dedicated my Sunday slot for the past 6 years now to being Mario Kart, and it'd be kind of weird if I basically just switched that over to just being kart racing, basically. I don't know. I think it just might be just more of a Thursday option more than a Sunday option there. I don't know. It would just all depend on what the viewers would like. So it depends if they would like to see it being switched over. Sundays being something a little different. I wouldn't mind that, but yeah, because if you guys don't know, there was a new Sonic Racing announced today, and actually, I mean, it's still too early to say, but I'm sure it's just as good as the other ones. And as for the Star Fox Racing, if that's even a thing, I think that would most likely just be a Thursday-like thing. But right now, the plans are basically Mario Kart will just be the only thing I do on Sundays. So I would like to actually add more to just Mario Kart 8. I'd like to add Mario Kart 7, and I'd like to add Mario Kart Wii to come back at some point. And maybe Mario Kart 8 custom tracks when that's a thing, because I think the vanilla version of Mario Kart 8 will be the Switch version, so yeah. But yeah, it just depends. It's kind of, we'll see. It's still kind of early, because I think Sonic Racing comes out in like October, I think it was. I still haven't really decided what version I'll get, but yeah, we'll have to see. But for now, the idea is just it'll just be Thursday, a Thursday option, and then Mario Kart will always just be a Sunday option. So yeah. But yeah, thank you for the question there. Next one's from FD. Says you should do an IRL stream at Walmart. Doing what exactly? Actually, I had plans to actually go over there in a couple days, but I need to go pick up some like groceries and that. So yeah, but I don't know if my phone will even like me streaming and on my phone or whatnot. Plus, that also takes a lot of my my data too. So I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. I would like to do some IRL streams because that would something that'd be kind of fun to do. But yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah. But thank you for the question there. I appreciate that. Next one's from FD again. So sorry for calling you a noob back in 2015. We love you, Eddie. Well, thank you. I don't care. It doesn't. I'm not mentally scarred from it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But thank you very much for that. I love all you too. Keep that in mind. Next one's from Anonymous. It says, how come Bernie doesn't have his own cam? You are silencing the star of your own show. Oh, so okay. All right. Bernie, I've been told you're the star of this channel now. So hold on 1 second, Bernie. I'm gonna bring you over. Hold on. All right. There you go. All right. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that. All right. I hope you had your fun moment of fame there, Bernie. All right, cool. All right. Bernie will sit there for now. Anyways, but yeah, there you go. He had his moment of fame there. All right. If you guys asked any questions from, I'll answer them for you. Alright, next question here is from Deadpool. He says, hey, where the fuck is Francis? I need a skewer from... that's funny. He's somewhere. I'll tell you that much. He's somewhere. I still haven't seen Deadpool 2, by the way. I need to see that. Thank you for the question. Next one is from Sonic. Now that Persona Waifu Wars are over, are you ready for Sonic Waifu Wars? I really need to decide between Amy, Sally, and Rasher. I'm Sonic. Oh, well, I am... Honestly, I think you probably should go with Rasher. She always says you are her hubby, so I mean... I think that's an easy choice. Wow! You're right! I'm Sonic! Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Sonic. Yes, you are. But be careful, though. I heard she kind of likes to make mistakes, like calling you Shadow sometimes. What? That's impossible. I'm not that faker. Yes, yeah, I know. Anyways, thank you for the question there. You mean Amy twice? Oh yeah, that's right. We named Rasher twice. So yeah, sorry. Amy/Rasher, whatever you want to call her. Yes. So yeah, thank you for the question there. Another question here from FD. Can I join your E3 watch party? I've got extra food and drinks. Yeah, anyone's open to join me on that. Only during the ones I'm actually doing live calls for. So like I mentioned, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. That's the ones I'm going to be doing live calls for. The other ones I'm not going to be doing live calls, like I mentioned. So, yeah. But yeah, it's open to anybody. Basically, it's a first come, first serve kind of thing. So yeah. So yeah, thank you for the question there. Another question from... Oh, hold on, it's like it. Okay, there we go. Another one's from Fuka. I don't know who that is. Your friend App took my door. Can I have it back before my team forces it back? I don't know. App, can they have their door back? Oh. I don't know. App has to answer that one. I don't really have an answer. So his answer is Y. So there you go. I'll go with that. All right. So next question here is from Fallout Stream Statue. Would you consider playing Fallout 76? I do have Fallout 3 and 4, but I actually have never played a Fallout game before, actually. I've heard they're pretty long, just because there's so many like side stuff to do and whatnot, but I wouldn't be sure if they would be an interesting game to watch, that's for sure. Now, I just recently played Persona here, and I wasn't too sure how that would work when it came to streaming and whatnot, and that ended up being a pretty big success, so... yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what 76 is supposed to be. I heard it's supposed to kind of be like a survival RPG. It's not going to be like the other Fallout games. So I'd have to see more on it just to see if I would consider it or not. So it's still early to say because that's all I've really heard about it is that it's a. I would have to see more info on it. But the one question I have to ask is, where the hell is Fallout 5 and 75? What happened to those games? what happened to those games? How did we go from Fallout 4 to Fallout 76? That's what I would like to know. But yeah, anyways, thank you for the question there. I heard it's only online. Oh yeah, and that too. I heard it's only online only. That's right, but that's only a rumor too. So we don't know for sure, but we'll probably know during E3. The same reason we skipped Windows 9. Makes sense. So yeah, thank you for the question there. Next question from Kippy. It says, when is Mario Kart 8 Wii, Kappa? Good question. I still need to get myself an SD card and the little SD slot so that I can download the thingamabobber to put on my Wii U so then I can actually play it. So yeah, because I would like to bring Mario Kart Wii back in, because Mario Kart Wii would be fun to bring back, to revive after all these years. Even though we did say goodbye to it back in 2014, I think 4 years later it'd be awesome to bring back as an alternative for Mario Kart, because as good as Mario Kart 8 is, I do feel like I need some alternative from Mario Kart, because it's as fun as it is, it does get kind of boring week after week after week after week, and I've been playing Mario Kart 8 and I guess Deluxe, if you count both of them together, since 2014 here on the stream. So that's about 4 years. I'm surprised I have even continued going that long with that game. So yeah, you do have an alternate. It's called Hello Kitty Racers, but that doesn't have online though, so I can't. Alright, but yeah, so thank you that. Yeah, I'm not too sure yet, but still working on that kind of stuff too. But my main focus right now is to first get the 3DS capture card, which maybe I'll have something about announcements about that next month. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for the question there. Next question's from Anon. I think I said that right. Who won, Drake or Pusha T? I don't know. I don't know. What am I supposed to... I don't get this question. Sorry. Drake, I guess, because it's the only name I'm familiar with. But thank you. Next question from Kippy. Says, hi Andy, it's me. Well, hello there. Next question is from Bernie. Says, bro, where are my shades? Hold on. Oh, don't tell me the batteries are dead. Oh, what? No. Oh, they are. Damn. They're broke. They died. Oh, well. That's fine. We'll put them on anyway. These are the light up ones in case anyone didn't know. Fan's not on now, so it's fine to put them on there, but yeah. I don't know if you can see them, but yeah, they're on there. They're on right there. Yeah, damn, that sucks. The batteries are dead on them. That's too bad. I'll have to figure out what kind of batteries they take so that I can get new ones. But yeah, there's the shades. There you go, Bernie. So next question here is from Mario. It says, Andy, I want to thank you for showcasing all of my games throughout my franchise. I truly appreciate fans like you. Yahoo! Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mario. Thanks for being awesome. And if you keep making good games, I'll keep playing them. Next question is from Mickey Mouse. He says, I need you, Andy. You are the new chosen wielder of the Keyblade, huh? I am? Well, I already knew that. I play Union Cross on my phone, so... So yeah, I guess, cool, thank you. So I guess I'm confirmed for Cage 3 then. Who knew? Alright, next question. Here's from FD907. So speaking of doors, will you be giving away an anime door? An anime door? Bernie, are we giving away anime doors? He says no. He says no, we're not. Okay. We don't have a... We're not giving away them. Next question's from App. He says, Andy, why is Marie best waifu? Next question here is from Reggie. He says, is your body ready for E3? Yes. Yes, it is. That wasn't even me. I thought that was funny, though. That was the answer. I had to answer that. But yeah, is your body ready for E3? It sure is. I'm excited for E3. E3s are going to be a great time. E3's hype. I can't wait for E3, especially Nintendo and Square, and a little bit of Sony. But so yeah, oh yeah, I got a few more questions here, and we'll probably wrap up after these few questions here. Next question is, when are you going to play Oblivion? Next question here, what do you order when you go to Subway? Oh, good question here. Now, that's a better question than Oblivion, let me tell you what. I normally get the steak and cheese. That's my go-to. Depending on the bread. Normally Italian herbs. That's what I usually get it on. I don't know. For some reason, that's like my go-to. For some reason, I love the steak and cheese at Subway. And 10. Yeah, thank you for the question there. Next question from FD says, can you play Club Penguin for your next stream? But like I said, Club Penguin's not a thing anymore, I don't think. So I don't think I can. He also asks, can I get a check, please? Check for what? The time? It's 10:23 p.m. Next question is, my apologies. Oh yeah, you said that one already. Oh yeah, you said that one too. Yeah, I said that one too. That one was already said too. That one was said too. That one was said too. Okay, here we go. Here's a question here. It's from Infinity. And he says, not sure if you saw this earlier, but did you hear about a GameCube add-on that upscales the GameCube games to HD? And will you buy it for your playthrough of Sunshine? I did not actually know. I did not know that existed, actually. Plus, I don't know if I would get it in time for Saturday's cast, so I don't know if I'll do that this time. Yeah, I had no idea that was even a thing, actually. But to be fair, I'm playing the game on my my Wii, so I don't know if that would work on the Wii as well, or is it just a GameCube thing? Because yeah, my GameCube is packed up somewhere, so I've been playing GameCube games that I have on my actual Wii. So yeah, so no, I have not actually heard about that before. I don't know what it's actually called. If I do ever get it for the future, yeah, I would totally use it for future GameCube streams. But yeah, as of right now, since I don't have anything like that, no, but I probably won't. However, I did actually recently upgrade my my component cables to look a little better when it comes to GameCube footage. Because if you guys remember, I recently was playing Thousand Year Door, and the color of the colors in that look kind of dark on the game. I have bought new cables, which I think it was just because of the cables I had were causing that, and I think it makes the colors a little brighter now, so that is a good thing. So yeah, so I think that's a good positive there. I have actually got better component cables, HD component ones that is, to make the stream look, or the game footage not look too dark and whatnot and shadowy. At least I hope so, because from what I saw, it looked a lot better compared to what it was before. So yeah, but who knows? We'll see. But as for the thing, yeah, I had no idea it even existed. So I don't know what the thing is called. I'll have to look into that. And if they sell it anywhere cheaply. But yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, and I think that might be it. Oh, actually, there's one more question from Andy's waifu. So it's almost 10:30. Do you know where our children are? Oh, I've heard of that PSA. They are non-existent because I don't have any. Or we don't have any just yet. So yeah. But yeah. Well, yeah, that's gonna be it. So thanks for everybody for all the questions. We got a lot of questions tonight. I do appreciate all of that. If you've ever got featured questions for the Q&A session for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, feel free to post them using the command !AskAndy. There's a nice Google Doc there, and you can use that at any point at any time during the streams when I'm live, or whenever Beatdown Bot is up. You can just actually submit the questions that way. Or you can also use the little button down here when I'm live. Click that button there. It's a little Streamlabs extension. Click that, and then just send a question that way, just using Beatdown Bucks, which it doesn't take too much to actually use. So just feel free to send them that way, and yeah, I'll answer them whichever way. So yeah. But yeah, and with that, that'll be it for this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. We've got a lot to have said here today. We had our sub shout out, just to thank you everybody who was a sub for the past month. We also had our basically our month recap for the past month. We also had our just our month's plans, our schedule for the month of June, our plans when it comes to E3, some channel updates, and some stuff I had to talk about regarding the channel in general and Discord. We also had stuff regarding the Mario Kart Sundays theme set contest, which will be returning. Once again, that's going to be starting here on June the 10th, and you'll be able to submit them until the July 1st cast of Mario Kart Sundays. Yeah, and then we also had our cast from the month, which was Mystic Gamer. Once again, shout out to Mystic, twitch.tv/Mystic Gamer. Go follow him if you have not done so. And yeah, we did a Q&A session. So yeah, that's basically this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. That was awesome. So thanks everybody tuning in for this. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I appreciate you watching this all the way through. If you did, thank you very much. The next edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast will be the July channel update, which will be on June 26th, which is a Tuesday. Not too sure what I'll have there to discuss. Definitely the schedule, our caster of the month, a Q&A session for sure. Our month recap, our month plans, and maybe something regarding a certain capture device for a specific console. So yeah, it just all depends if Twitch gives me my funds here, because that will probably be the go-ahead to do that. So yeah. So yeah, but that's gonna be that. So if you enjoyed tonight's or this edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, make sure to give a like click the like button down below. If you have any questions or concerns of what I just said here on this Monthly Beatdown Podcast, feel free to submit a question in the comment section down below, or you can ask me on my social media or whatnot, Twitter or Discord or stuff like that. I will answer either way. And yeah, it should be awesome. But next cast will be here. As of this recording, we'll be back here tomorrow with late night beatdowns, with Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist and a viewer's choice game. So you guys can vote for what game gets played for the viewer's choice portion. So make sure to vote for the game you want to play for the viewer's choice portion. The poll goes up until tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7. Is it 7? No, it's 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so it's 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. So yeah, it's when the poll will be closing for that poll. So make sure to go vote for the game you want to be played for the viewer's choice portion for that. So yeah. But anyways, guys, that's going to conclude our monthly beatdown podcast for the June 2018 channel update. Like I said, we got a lot said, and yeah, we'll see you on the next edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, which is going to be at around the end of June there. So yeah, it should be hype, and that will be for the July 2018 channel update. So yeah, so thanks for coming by, tuning in, and I appreciate that. So we'll see you on the next cast here on the Gaming Beatdown, and we'll see you on the next edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. So until then, you guys take care, have a great summer and month of June, and we'll see you on the next cast here on TGBD. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time.